Welcome back to the trade recap video, guys. And today we did unfortunately end the day red, but let's get right into exactly what we saw, what I wanted to see happen, what didn't happen, and what ended up happening. So coming into the day on the 4-hour time frame, I really like these resting highs right here, and that's just initially what I really did want to target. And ultimately, what I wanted to see happen was just get rid of all of this stuff. Let's get rid of this. Delete. Alright, so what I wanted to see happen was this. We had these 5-minute fair value gaps, right? And we also had this 4-hour rejection block form as well on top of these. So ideally, or no, was it no, I think it was a 1 hour. Yeah, we had this 1 hour rejection block form, swept out this low, and we rejected off of this 1 hour bullish fair value gap. And ultimately, what I wanted to see come market open was us come down, take out these lows, and then reject off of this 1 hour rejection block. But that didn't happen. We see at market open, same thing as Friday, more or less. How I wanted to take out these lows before going up, going up. It just didn't happen. Come market open, we kind of just rip up the entire time, and this is where I found my first trade. I was looking for some sort of retracement up to this hourly high. A 4-hour high, like coming to this 5-minute fair value gap, or even this one right here. I like this 5-minute rejection block setup as well because we swept this low, rejected off of this 5-minute. But I was willing to take a setup within this 5-minute right here, just didn't happen. And then come here, with this wick, we sweep previous day high and this external level of liquidity, and ultimately it was lined up with this 5-minute fair value gap as well, right here. So this was like a picture perfect setup for a short, and that's why I took it, even though I did want longs today. We swept out external liquidity, key level previous day high, and then ultimately rejected off of this 5-minute bearish for value gap. So what I did was I took EQ of this 5-minute, which looks different now for whatever reason. Oh, it's because this is what I waited for the bearish close. That's why. I waited for my bearish close to confirm the bearish rejection block. And from there, I took EQ of this bearish 5-minute rejection block, and I was targeting this unfilled 5-minute fair value gap down here. And ultimately, we get tapped in and pretty much stopped out instantly. And ended up losing more than I wanted to risk just because of how fast it happened. And then following this, I kind of just kept on just ripping up without any solid retracement or rejection block entry. So I was kind of just sitting on my thumbs here because I had no real entry to continue higher. Because if we see here on the 5-minute, there's literally no sense of fair value gap. We invalidated that 5-minute one, just continued higher. And then we swept out this high, so now I was waiting for another short setup. And what did we get? We had this uh, high get swept, and then on top of that, we had this untested 5-minute fair value gap right here get entered into, and ultimately we rejected off of it like that. So where are we? Yes, this is right. So after this bearish candle close, this confirmed our bearish rejection block. From there, I took EQ of this with the standard 10-point stop. That's what I do with this model. It's always a standard 10-point stop. And ultimately, I wanted to see my target was this 5-minute swing low. Um, but my trade idea was once we, well, let's let this play out and get my entry so I can show you exactly what I was thinking. So we get entered right here, okay? And my idea was we go break even right here, right? This was a little bit above 10 points. This was just about 20 points at break even right here. And ultimately, at this level down here, I was going to start trailing pretty tight until we reached our full take profit down here. And after we swept out this low, I went break even. And ultimately, we can see we're getting pretty close to lunch session. And I thought for sure that lunch session was going to bring us down further. So I wasn't really even worried about getting break even on this trade. That's why I didn't start trailing it at all. And also because we didn't sweep out this low. And then from here, we kind of just miss it by like 3 points. We miss out this internal low that I wanted to start trailing my profits at. And then after this, we kind of inverse this fair value gap that we had right here. But also, I was willing to see it retrace just to fill out some orders. So I really wasn't worried. So I just let it ride at break even risk free. And ultimately, lunch opened up, and instead of bringing us further down, it brought us higher up, and I got stopped at break even on the second trade. And that was pretty much it for the day. It was already getting late into the day, and that was the last trade that I did take. So we had one loser, one break even. So we are gonna start the week off red. This is the first red week I've had in a while, actually. Well, I wouldn't even say it's a red week yet because it's still Monday. But we're starting off the week red, and that's never a fun thing to do, in my own opinion. But that is gonna pretty much wrap up this trade recap. We went, I wouldn't say 0 for 2 because we didn't lose money on the second trade. We got break even. Both were really solid setups. It just sucks that we had to go against what our initial bias was because they just didn't give us any kind of solid setup for a long. Um, but my ideal long today would have been this right here when we swept out this 5 minute low and rejected off of this 5 minute fair value gap. If we could have just come down and filled out EQ of this rejection block and then continue higher, that would have been my one trade for the day. But that just didn't happen. And that's what trading really is. It's like you do your technical analysis to kind of get an idea on what should happen, but it's never 100% guarantee it's going to happen. And ultimately, you can see now we did end up taking out this low, but um, even then it didn't give any kind of entry for a re-entry here. So it might end up taking out this 5 minute low like how I initially wanted, but I'm done trading for the day, and that's gonna wrap up my Monday trade recap. If you guys learned something new, enjoyed it, or have any questions, drop them down in the comments below. I do appreciate it if you like and subscribe. It's completely free to you. Helps me out a lot more than you think. Then obviously you can join the Discord as well. It's completely free if you are trying to learn how to trade. I'll leave it linked down in the description, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.